Catch, and you're welcome once again to the studio, to the program. And in the studio with me, I have other co-hosts with me. We have Joy. Hello, Joy. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Obedient Joy.
Very obedient.
We also have Pearl in the studio. Hello, Pearl. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right, and we have a Darisit in the studio. Hello, Darisit.
Hello, Picard.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm all right, thank you.
Okay. So we're going to go straight into our first story for today, and it's about INEC, that's the Independent National Electoral Commission. All eyes are on the Independent National Electoral Commission to deliver 2023 elections for Nigerians. Conduct of the off-season elections in Ekiti and Osun states with cutting-edge technology points to that. INEC has stressed that it will adopt electronic transmission of results for the 2023 general elections. INEC spokesperson Festus Okoye, who clarified an earlier report in which he was quoted as saying results of the 2023 general elections will be collated manually, insisted that electronic transmission of results adopted in recent off-season governorship elections has come to stay. All right, so recently there has been an uproar, especially on social media, about the manual collation of results, on election day, and people are like wondering what happened to the electronic collation of results that we were promised, which was actually amended in the Electoral Act, just recently. So people have been expecting that, it has to be electronic and nothing manual. But the spokesperson of INEC has come out to say that there's nothing to worry about, and that the results will still be collated electronically. All right. So, guys, I don't know. Have you heard about this story that has been making the rounds on social media and everywhere, that the manual collation of results shouldn't stand? What do you guys think, Pearl?
I think it should stand, because if we should go by doing the election, if it should be only electronic, it can be, you see that people can just go there and manipulate some things. But if it's being done electronically and manually, you see that if the hard copy doesn't tally with the one we have electronically, something must be done. Sure. That means the polling units where we have such things, if their election there is going to be cancelled. But I think there is no big deal about it. I think there's no big deal. Both manually and electronically, I think it's very much okay.
Okay. Yeah, you want to say something,
yeah,
John?
I think so, because if it's done one way, then it's not really good. Talking about the electronic part, anyone can just go on the internet and hack it. That is normal. It's not. We know that anyone can hack it. But if you are with the electronic part and the manual comes on, you can actually make a reference to both of it. If it's not complete, if it's not accurate, they will know what to do about it.
Exactly.
So I think it's okay that way. Yeah.
What about you, Darisit?
Yeah, I don't think it calls for alarm that they want to do it electronically and do it manually, because we have to balance. There has to be a balance there. We know that tech is the new oil now in Nigeria. Everybody's into tech. Everybody is a tech brand, a tech sis. So there is a possibility that if it's just electronic, then maybe, possibly, we know how Nigerians could get. There is a possibility that somebody could, go into the system, hack into the system or something. So if it happens right now that somebody hacks into the system or something like that, there is the manual part that could, help us to know what exactly happened, if this is the correct thing or if this is the wrong thing. So I don't think it is wrong. I don't think there's a problem with it. But then again, I can understand where the people that have issues with it are coming from, because these things have happened over time. Like the government to say one thing and then do the other thing later. So it is a very valid fear that the election there will be a problem in the course of the election. But I think it makes sense that the spokesperson has come out to say this is what we are doing. Let's set it straight. Let's make people understand what it is before we go into it, so there's no doubt in the minds of Nigerians. So I think it's right. What the spokesperson has done has made us understand why it has to be this way and why it should not be just electronic.
Sorry, contributing to what she said, I think we should use the recent the Osun election as a case study. The same thing happened. At least the what's it called? Adeleke has already known that he's the one winning because they use both electronic and manual. Now, if we should go back to that manual aspect, it can be manipulated in the sense that there are some polling units that you see the ballot paper littering around and you see they've already announced the winner. And if you say, okay, let's just do only electronic aspect of it, it can be hacked. Someone can just do one or two things and manipulate it. So I don't think there is any cause for alarm saying that electronic or manual that is not going to work. Both are okay, so that I'll marry each other. If not, we will not even know where to hold our blame if we think there is any manipulation somewhere.
Of course.
Yeah, okay. So just to shed more light on this electoral process, okay, because a lot of people that are even worried about this have never voted before. Okay, so let's just talk about the election process on election day. So the first thing that you would do on election day is to get accredited, or you take your PVC and you go to the polling unit, and then the INEC officials there will get you accredited. Now, just about a year ago, I think the first place that they used that BVAS technology was in Anambra State, in the Anambra gubernatorial election. Yes, the BVAS, that's the bimodal voter accreditation system. So it's a system that will also check your fingerprint and your facial recognition. So it's bimodal. So once you are accredited, okay, you are now eligible to vote. So after the accreditation time is over, then it's the voting time. So during the voting time, you go and you get into the polling booth. There's a booth, you have an ink, and then you put your hand on the paper, on the ballot paper, on the party that you support or the party that you want to vote for. So when you put that vote, you take the sheets, okay, and then you put it in the box, in the ballot box. All right. So when it's time for the collation of the results in the polling units there, they begin to bring out each ballot paper and they announce which party was voted for, and they set aside these different parties according to how they were voted for. So when all of this is done, they count the number of votes that each party has, the number of votes that each party got from the election at that polling unit. And after that, the electoral officer there would now put it in, there's a form that is called the EC8A form. In that EC8A form, they now put the incidents, everything that happened in the election, the number of votes that were cast, the number of valid votes, the number of invalid votes, people that were accredited and all of that. The information is contained in that EC8A form. All right, so after that, now, with the new technology, which is the electronic transmission of these results, the INEC official there is supposed to snap that form, that EC8A form, and send it over to the ward, the collation center at the ward level. So that is the transmission, that's the electronic transmission of these results, the snapped version of the EC8A form. And this is why they say protect your votes. Like when after voting, you should stay around there for the counting of the votes. And after the counting of the votes, you should also observe the recording of the votes in the EC8A form. All right, so apart from electronically transmitting that EC8A form details, they also have to take that form to the wards. All right, so the electronic transmission of the results and then carrying the forms themselves to the wards. So when you get to the ward level, the both of these informations should tally. That is what this is all about. And I think this is only going to make the system more credible. From the past elections that I've held, especially the last one that held in Osun State, and it's obvious that it was the will of the people that eventually emerged the winner. I just think that it's going to be credible.
Yeah, he also said that INEC does not have a choice but to be credible.
Yeah.
So he has hope, he has faith and believe in INEC to make sure that the elections are credible. So we also want everybody to have the same faith and believe in INEC that these particular elections are going to be very credible, hopefully.
All right.
They could do it in Osun. I think they will repeat itself.
Yeah.
This one. And for people to learn more about the rules and regulations of this electoral act, I think they should visit what's it called, section 149 of the electoral act as amended, so they can get the rules and regulations of this election, how the thing is going to be done.
Okay.
Some time ago I was privileged to participate in one of these election stuff, and there's another thing I noticed there. During the election period, there was really an ethic. Everything was just going wrong. Everybody was just fighting, and there's this particular guy just came up with, for no reason, just came up with an argument, and the next thing I saw, he was looking for machete, was looking for something, and I noticed there was nobody there. There was no security personnel there to like stand or to say something else. On this ground, I actually want to push through. I also want to say that the Independent National Electoral Commission, which is the INEC, should work more on, to emphasize more on providing security as well. Should emphasize more on providing security in order to make this election better than the previous one. That's what I want to say.
All right. Thank you very much, Joy. I think you have another story for us. Concerning Mr. Kenneth Okonkwo. Please.
Yes. Actor Kenneth Okonkwo on Wednesday joined the Labour Party weeks after resigning his membership of the All Progressive Congress. The actor announced his resignation from the APC in a statement shared on his social media on July 11. On his Instagram feed, he shared pictures of him with Labour Party executive in Abuja. He wrote, "It was an honor and a privilege to be welcomed into the Labour Party on the 23rd of August 2022 at the Supreme Court as Apple, Abuja, by the entire executive of the FCT Labour Party, led by its chairman, Comrade Peter Digwo, representing the national executive of the party."
We are all familiar with the popular actor, Kenneth Okonkwo. So he has just joined the moving train and he has been obedient, okay? He has been ObiDattified, okay? And I think that's the best move for him because he used to be in the APC. We just learned that he has joined on Wednesday, that's the day before yesterday. He just joined the Labour Party and we welcome him, right? Guys, welcome him to the party.
Welcome. Yeah. And he said he left APC because of the Muslim ticket. So that's why he defected from APC to Labour Party with the intention to see that Nigeria have a good governance and to give P2B his 100% support.
Yes. You want to say something?
Yeah, we did some days ago on this show, we did talk about some people that were expecting more people to defect from other parties to this party. And we can already see that happening. I mean, some weeks ago, Kenneth Okonkwo was on, I think, channels, was on a TV, and then he kept talking passionately about how he was tired of suffering, that the sufferings of Nigerians were getting unbearable. So we expected it. We knew he was coming, and we're very happy to welcome him. I mean, this is where we win, so we're happy to have him here.
Expecting more defect.
Definitely, you have seen this before. You've seen this before. Definitely, we're expecting more. I guess so.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of it.
All right, please, our viewers, you can comment on these topics. Especially the first one that we started with, the INEC electronic and manual collation of results. Please do well to comment in the comment section and tell us what you think about that. And also Kenneth Okonkwo's defection, from the APC, even though he resigned from the APC and now he is in the Labour Party. Tell us what you think about these developments. All right, Idarisit, I think you have our final story.
Yeah, I do. former President President Obasanjo has met with the River State Governor Wike and the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi in London. The trio met on Thursday alongside Governor Samuel Atom of Benue State, Okezie Ikpeazu of Abia State, Shey Makinde of Oyo State, and former Cross River State Governor Donald Duke. Yesterday, we did see some pictures of these people that I've mentioned here in London, apparently for some meeting. If we take our time to look at the picture and the people in the meeting, we will know that it's not they didn't go there to play. No, they didn't go there so we are expecting something interesting. We do not know what is happening because in the report we saw they said the details were sketchy, so we do not exactly know what's happening. But it's politics, and these things don't just happen. These people don't just randomly want to meet up and gist and laugh. There is something happening, and we are here for it. 100%. We want to see what's happening. These people here, most of them here, if not all of them, are from the PDP, and they are going to meet, and we have our candidates, Peter, will be meeting with them. So we expect a coalition or some kind of adoption. I don't know what exactly to say, but we expect something from there. And some weeks ago, we did see an interview. I don't know if it was an interview or it was a speech that the former president was given, and he was talking about how there is hope for the country. There's a particular candidate that is coming to bring hope to the country, and all of that and all of that. So some of us that are very enthusiastic about this move, we have believed and we have thought that possibly there's a possibility that it must have been Peter Obi he was talking about. So we hope, we believe that it was Peter Obi at the time, and again, based on the pictures we saw yesterday and the whole meeting that was happening, we are hoping for, and we think something big is going to happen there. So let's just look at it. Let's just see what happens there.
Okay. But do you have anything to say about this topic?
Nothing. Let's just keep our fingers crossed and watch and see what's going to happen. I won't be surprised at the end of the day, just say that Wike has left PDP to join Labour Party.
It's going to be a very beautiful.
I won't be surprised. So let's just keep our fingers crossed and wait. Okay. See what's going to happen.
Exactly. Like Darcy said, it's politics. You never can tell the next move. So I believe it's their team. Let's just expect anything. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I would say that a picture speaks more than 1,000 words, and I believe that picture is saying a lot.
It's really weighty. There's so many possibilities.
There's people in the picture.
There's so many possibilities. So we're just going to wait and just see what they do.
Yeah, but it's no longer news that the former president Olusegun Obasanjo is actually in support of Mr. Peter Obi. It made news headlines this morning, actually, that he has been drumming up support for Peter Obi, and that is why that meeting held. Even though the details they are still sketchy, but I believe with time we would know exactly what is going on. All right, we are really hopeful that a lot of people that are not yet obedient would be, added into the fold and become obedient, and let us join force, together to see that Mr. Peter Obi and ObiDatti, are elected as President and Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria come 2023 at the general elections. All right, we're going to draw the curtain on today's episode right now, and we want to reach out to every obedient member out there. Please spread the word. Always preach the news, the message about Peter Obi's candidacy, and let us get more people involved in this movement, because we see hope for a new Nigeria in Peter Obi's candidacy. All right, this is where we're going to draw the curtain, like I said earlier, for today's episode. Until we catch you again sometime within the week, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye for now.